I've started. Hey,
I think we're live.
we are live.
Chris should send me the chat to link,
Yeah.
or even the link to chat.
Yeah.
Chat is up.
There you go.
Yay!
Hi,
So
everyone.
organized.
What's up, guys? I'm Matthew,
I'm Chris.
I'm Josh.
and Josh is our bestie. So, Josh, should we start by talking about our upcoming video series that we're going to do together
Sure.
that Chris doesn't know about, and that's what makes it fun because he gets to learn with us?
Yeah, I know. I think
Okay.
it's pretty funny. You're just surprising Chris on this. Maybe
Well,
like,
that way you get genuine reaction, you know?
Okay. Well, I'm interested.
Well, so we wanted to come up with something that wasn't really tied to a timing thing. You know, that way, working around Josh's schedule and whatnot, we don't have to worry about something by the time it's done, it's irrelevant.
Okay.
So why not do something timeless? We're going to do a series where we do a top 10, but instead of for the year or for each other or in a series, we do it by console. So our first one's going to be top 10 NES games.
Oh, okay.
And we go from there up until the point where we reach current day. And
I
that
like
way,
this
when
plan.
they come out, it doesn't matter because they're not coming out with new NES games.
are you sure?
Probably. And I think it would be cool if we timed our Super Nintendo one to come out right around the time of the release of the Super Nintendo Mini.
I'm great. I love it.
What's our timeline on that? Because I want to get my hands on one of those, but I'm afraid I'm not. So,
September 22nd.
yeah, not going to happen.
Sure it will.
That thing is going to be eaten alive.
No, I think you'll be very excited, pleasantly surprised. I do.
I hope so.
Nintendo, I mean, I've said it before, Nintendo has confirmed that they're going to have more at launch than all of the NES Mini combined.
I hope it's a real thing.
In theory, we should be good.
All right, good.
We'll find out. Anyway, I'm posting the link to the chat and whatnot.
So people can participate in the chat.
Yeah. Anyway, womp womp. Hey, it's Seahawk.
Hey.
Chris,
What?
you should jump in chat too and be like, "What's up, guys?"
All right. Well, I don't have an open monitor for that, so.
Don't do it, Chris.
All right.
Got the best of you.
I've got my list tentatively set.
Okay, well, let's start with you, buddy. I'll finish up.
All right. Let's start with the news, such as it is.
What's the news, Chris?
I'm getting there. So, for the next big CW mega crossover, because The Invasion was good, except it cut out Supergirl basically entirely, the next crossover is going to be two-hour movies.
Really?
Or at least that is the current plan going into it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Ian McShane, who everyone is really kind of digging right now, especially after his role as Mr. Wednesday in American Gods, he will be in the Hellboy reboot as Professor Broom.
Okay.
So that could be kind of fun.
What are your thoughts on that, Chris? Are you okay with Ron Perlman and Guillermo del Toro not being part of it?
I think they really helped make those movies better than they had any right to be. So I'm a little leery of a new director, a new actor taking over. I need to see something like a trailer or some sort of footage.
I just feel bad for Ron Perlman because he's so perfect for so many roles in these types of movies, but he's gotten too old now.
Yeah.
Although I still think he could easily pull off Hellboy because with the amount of makeup they put on him, you're not going to see age.
I don't know. I thought I thought it was a little more noticeable in Hellboy too that he was kind of older. He had a lot more. The makeup hit a lot, but he still had a couple of telltale signs that he was just old.
Okay.
Yeah, he's super old.
Speaking of telltale,
but Ron Perlman is the best, and if he were 20 years younger, he'd be a huge star.
Okay. I mean, I agree. It just sucks because he can still lend his voices to stuff because he will always be Deathstroke from Teen Titans to
He's
me.
the best Deathstroke.
Oh my god, like that voice is perfect.
It's been several, and they're just not as good. Speaking of which, Andrea Romano, the voice director who kind of heralded the DC universe in animated form, has retired after 33 years of being a voice director.
Being like the voice director,
like her presence gave everything a little bit of credibility.
Oh, so good.
It's sad, but it is time to press on so someone else can come and fill those shoes.
Yeah, but man, she left quite the legacy. My favorite thing was always watching like the preview for the next DC animated movie. Whenever we watch the DC animated movies, it would always be her explaining why she chose certain people to be cast for that movie. Man,
yeah,
this did good stuff. And I mean, we wouldn't have Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill as Batman and Joker if it wasn't for her.
No, not at all. She was tremendous.
That is what she does.
Yeah. John Cena has joined the Transformers spin-off movie for Bumblebee.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll really get people.
Let me tell you something. You know I'm over these Transformers movies completely.
Look, Chris, let me tell you. You know my threshold for shitty action movies is very low. Like I had no shits given to go see the new one.
You didn't see last night?
No.
I didn't either.
I mean, but let that sink in. I didn't go see a Transformers movie.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
So if even someone like me, who is the bread and butter and the perfect consumer for mindless entertainment, whether it be TV or movie form or video game form, like I am the golden consumer. I feel like I should be the gold standard. If even I don't give a shit, then you know something's wrong with your franchise.
Exactly.
Like,
you're so easy to please.
I am. I'm the opposite of you. People go, Chris's default reaction to something is and mine is, oh my god, that was so cool. And sure, 3 years later I look back on it and go like, it really wasn't that good, but in that moment I am hyped.
You're not really the best judge for this.
Transformers merged with King Arthur. I don't know what it is with 2017 and King Arthur just being a trap for garbage, but he has not have a good track record this year.
Arthur inspired things.
What was that, Doug?
Oh, you know what? Someone in chat just said, you want a Beast Wars movie, and you know what? You damn right I do.
I do.
100%.
I do, with the caveat that it could never possibly be as good as the show.
Look, it's never going to be as good as the show. The Beast Wars cartoon, I think, might be an example of one of the perfect spin-off cartoons of it being better than the original. And
especially when you don't let it interfere, don't touch it, and just kind of let them create.
All right, so here's a great question then. Who, if you had the choice to cast a director for Beast Wars, if you could make sure Michael Bay never touched it, who would you get to make it?
I don't know. I think Matt Reeves, who did the Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh my God, Chris!
I think he'd be pretty great.
I think the Planet of the Apes prequel trilogy might be one of the best trilogies of all time. Not the, but one of.
I agree.
Really? It was that good?
Oh, dude. All three of those movies. And this is coming from someone that gave no craps about the original Planet of the Apes.
Those Apes movies are better than they have any right to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they stand alone. I feel like now I want to go back and watch it because I'm catching I keep learning about all the tie-ins to the originals, like Dr. Cornelius and Nova and stuff.
Yeah.
But, man. I got my dog going crazy.
Yeah.
I think your dog agrees as well.
Yeah.
We have our first look of Zazie Beetz as Domino in the Deadpool movie.
Yes, we do.
That's pretty awesome.
She's pretty fly. I love it. Hey,
I think the hair is the best part of that look.
I think it's a ton of fun. Hey, Matt,
Yes, sir.
do you want a sequel to The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nobody does.
No.
Except
Aside from the video,
we already have a sequel. It's called Oogie's Revenge on PS2.
Well, guess what? We're getting another sequel from Tokyo Pop.
Oh boy.
Why are we getting another sequel?
Because Disney and they love money.
Because Hot Topic's got to make Q4.
Look, real talk. We've slowly progressed from 80s to 90s nostalgia. I mean, just look at all the Nicktoon revivals with the Rocko's Modern Life and the Hey Arnold, and every 90s thing is now coming back, just like every 80s thing came back. It was literally only a matter of time before Nightmare Before Christmas was tapped. And Hot Topic. I mean, remember, this is the movie that launched Hot Topic. Hot Topic exists because.
Really?
Do you not remember when Hot Topic was like a nothing store, and then they got the rights to make Nightmare Before Christmas merch, and then they became the powerhouse, and it's all Tim Burton. Hot Topic exists because of Tim Burton.
Yeah, but Tim Burton was only like a producer on that movie.
Doesn't matter. It was the Tim Burton
Aesthetic.
That was the deal. And Nightmare Before Christmas and Jack Skellington, what is the face that launched 1,000 Goths.
It's true. I want to point out, I had this discussion on Twitter, and I was told that I was a media Nazi, but you cannot make a sequel to a movie and put it in comic books. You can't make a sequel to a movie.
Hey, who called you a media Nazi?
Huh?
Who called you a media Nazi?
Andy.
Oh my God. Well, look, the track
I like
is
that
not.
term. I like that idea, but it's still not. I don't know.
The track record for comic-based sequels is not great.
You can't do it. It can't be done. It's like Buffy's on season 11, and who could possibly care at this point?
Right. And you cared for a little bit.
I did, and at some point, it's just reading fan fiction.
Well,
Like
isn't that what
really
it essentially?
high-quality fan fiction.
Yeah.
Who is? Did you say the Rise of the Planet of the Apes director was somebody else? Matt Reeves.
I said Matt Reeves. Is that not right?
Matt Reeves did Dawn, but the guy that did Rise and War was different.
Oh, okay. I thought he did all of them. My mistake.
Matt Reeves did the last two.
Okay, who did the first one?
Rupert Wyatt.
Okay.
Matt Reeves.
Hartley Sawyer is going to be Ralph Dibny in season 4 of The Flash. Ralph Dibny, as you may or may not be aware, is the elongated man.
Yep, our boy.
So that's going to be some. I can't wait to see the CG they have on him.
It'll probably be one of those things where he's not actually the elongated man yet.
I don't know. With the way the CW is, he might just come in being elongated or just being like, yo, stretching.
Chris, is there anything more 90s than Spawn?
No. Love Spawn. One Piece is... One Piece is... I'm sorry?
Is this when we talk about the Spawn reboot?
No.
No.
Not until we have anything more to say about it.
Keep going.
One Piece is being turned into a live action series at some point for Japan.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I don't get because the cartoon's perfectly viable. I don't know why anyone would want to see it live action.
The cartoon's not even done yet.
Yeah. So also they said it's gonna be the most expensive TV show ever, and I just don't get why. Like I don't get why they would fund it.
I don't know.
And finally, Warner Brothers is planning a big push for Best Picture and Best Director for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, this strikes me a lot like the push people made to have Deadpool be nominated last year. I don't see it happening.
I mean, I can see it happening. I don't know that it's... I don't know that it should be, though.
No.
I don't know. I may be completely wrong because I definitely need to. I definitely need to watch it again.
Frequently are.
Yeah, I admit it.
Oh,
JoJo's not lame.
Someone in chat calling JoJo lame Joe.
No, JoJo's great. I haven't seen past the
I don't know,
second
Chris.
series.
I don't know, buddy.
Whatever. JoJo's cool.
You're pretty much just a media Nazi. What do you know?
I am a media Nazi. No, you know what? Go for it. I don't know that it should, but you do you, Warner Brothers. Do it. I don't care.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I have a great idea for a.
Who called it Lame Joe?
My boy.
I didn't call it Lame Joe. I assume Matt did.
I called it Lame Joe. Just
You're
the fun.
You're a media Nazi.
Nuh-uh. I'm a savant.
You want to talk about the comics real quick?
Oh, yes, but I'd like to put an idea in your head so you can think about it by the time we get to comic or video games.
Sure, what's up?
So, let's see. Oh my goodness, dog.
I love it.
Matt, your dog is losing its mind.
I love my toy. Thanks.
You know the dog's going to bring it right back.
Nuh-uh. Because now the door's closed. All the way.
Almost. All right, what are you putting in my head?
Okay, so I saw this floating around Twitter the other day, and it led to a lot of good discussions. If you could revive one dead video game franchise, but in order to do it, you had to kill off an existing game franchise, what would they be?
Huh.
So start thinking about that. I know
I know the one I want to kill. That's very easy. I'm not sure the one I want to revive though.
Ooh, what do you want to kill? It doesn't. We'll get to it. Let's talk comics.
Let's talk comics. It's really short. I've only got 5 books this week.
Yeah, I don't have very many others. Let's talk Batman first.
Who? Batman?
Batman, because it's got that. It's got that.
I'm gonna post for Josh my panel of the week.
We'll post it for everybody.
Yeah.
Post it for everyone.
Deadshot versus Deathstroke.
This week in the war of jokes and riddles, Joker and Riddler set up snipers to kill Commissioner Gordon, and they're both Deadshot and Deathstroke, and they are too evenly matched.
Go to the next one, the splash page. Yeah.
And it's basically them. This basically is the story of Batman telling Catwoman, all these people who got fucking got because Deadshot and Deathstroke were fighting across Gotham. It's pretty cool.
I agree.
Okay.
I do have one kind of, I don't know if it's a complaint or like a thing I've thought of. Don't look at my Twitter.
Chris, why are you on Twitter?
No reason. This story is so epic. It kind of feels a little out of place, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like it's great, and I love it, and I love the concept of it. But it's so big, and it's supposed to be in like year 2 of Batman.
Yeah. And
it seems too big for that time.
Like, I don't feel like it should be year 2. Like, how does every single one of his rogues gallery exist in the first year?
I don't know. I don't get it. And everyone's there and fully formed and has taken sides, and it's really cool though.
Makes any sense, to be honest with
you.
Like,
I feel like it should be a existing like current day scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm loving it. I think it's a ton of fun, but there's something a little off about it, and I'm not sure I can describe it. It's going to be a great trade when it's done, though.
Yep. What else do you got, Boo-Boo?
I have Sex Criminals number 20, continuing the year of sadness now. We've gone from the year of upsetting things to the year of sadness.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
So I love what it says here. I hope you like middle-aged nude people talking about sex, Mom. Oh, fuck, you do?
Yeah.
That's great.
Chris, you did notice that the comic kept going on once the letters started, right?
Oh, yes. I usually read through all the letters anyway.
I almost forgot.
So I thought it was pretty great. Sex Criminals is getting really sad.
Yeah, it's getting into real territory. Like the way that like just like Remender Fraction likes to do autobiographical stuff, it makes me worry about his marriage to Kelly Sue DeCormick.
I don't know if we have to worry about that, but it does feel like he's getting a lot of his working out a lot of his issues. Particularly the scene with the porn actress and the professor.
Yes,
that professor. That got a little heavy, I think.
I got the variant.
Yeah, I bet you did.
The XXX, not safe for work, not safe for home, not safe for fucking anywhere. OMG edition.
Are you ever going to open any of them and look at what the covers look like?
No, that's what the internet's for.
I bet they're literally just stick figures fucking each other.
Although, to be fair, this one did open somehow, so I'm very sad.
Oh, you got to finish the job.
No, dog, that ain't me.
All right.
Really?
I have Spider-Man number 19, the story of Miles Morales.
Another sad book of sadness.
A sad book, but like a book that raised a really interesting question, I thought, where his friend Genki was like, dude,
I'm sorry,
don't be Spider-Man.
Let me ask you something. In Homecoming, why wasn't he just Genki? He's basically
that's a really good question. He is Genki.
That's a good question.
Maybe they didn't want to pay Bendis for the rights to Genki.
Yeah, that's literally it.
But no, Genki brought up good points. Like, you only became Spider-Man because there was a Spider-Man. What if you just didn't become Spider-Man? Just do something else with your life.
Yeah.
And it sends poor teenage Miles into a huge tailspin. Like, he never considered it.
He's like, oh shit. When your best friend who was like, you need to be a superhero, suddenly tells you, you should probably quit being Spider-Man. Your life is spiraling downward.
Also, the scene with his mom and his dad was really sweet. No?
I agree.
Okay. I have Superman number 28.
Yeah.
This is the second part of the really nice Superman and his son learn about American history and talk about what makes America great.
Is it America?
Basically, like they went to the Vietnam.
Is it the
Memorial.
fact that Jesus brought us here and he's actually from America?
No, it's really sweet, but it feels a little. It feels like it's definitely a response to modern day times because it's focusing on the things that make America great. Like there's a protest going on at the Capitol, and Lois makes a point of telling John that this is our right as Americans to protest and stuff like that. And they go visit the Vietnam Memorial and the Korean War Memorial to honor our dead and stuff like that. So it's very nice, but I think there's a lot of people who will kind of not love it because it can be a little preachy. So I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah.
And finally, I picked up something new, a new number one. I got Mech Cadet U. From Greg Pak and Takeshi Miyazawa. And we know Greg Pak from being the writer on Totally Awesome Hulk. And this is his new story, which is basically like an Evangelion Gundam story.
Oh, that's interesting.
About a kid who gets picked by an alien robot and is forced to pilot it to save humanity.
Well then.
I liked it a lot.
Hot damn.
All right. Well, I liked it a lot. I think it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't already.
Well, Chris, before we move on to games, I think we had a ranking to go through.
Sure do.
So last week we read that article from, I think it was IO9, where they ranked all of the DC animated movies. But you know what? DC excels in all forms of animation, and we thought we would rank the consistently excellent DC animated cartoon universe. And it doesn't have to be the shared universe. This is going to be all animated shows from Super Friends onward.
Yeah.
So really, Let's get down to it, Chris. Let me ask you one thing, Chris. Are you going to try and make Batman #1?
No. What, The Brave and the Bold?
No. Actual 90s OG Batman, Kevin Conroy Batman.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's #1.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
It has been greatly outclassed as time goes on.
Nah. So
Yeah.
I want to take this point, and I want to say that there are a bunch of shows on this list that I didn't watch. So I'm putting them in the not applicable pile.
Uh-huh.
So I haven't seen The Batman. I haven't seen Beware the Batman.
To be fair, me either. That's why I was going to put them at the bottom.
I haven't seen The Legion of Superheroes.
You haven't? We watched that together.
No, we didn't. We caught a little bit of it.
We 100% did.
Okay, well, I don't remember any of it, so that's a very bad ranking in and of itself.
Okay.
And I don't remember anything of Zeta.
Yeah, me either.
Because Zeta's not really been released anywhere, so...
Zeta was going to be, like, bottom of the barrel for me.
Yeah. So I guess my bottommost one is DC Superhero Girls.
Because you hate women. Understood.
Well, no, because it's very kind of rushed out.
Well, it's also not for us.
Yes, and there's another show on this list that's also not for us. That is very low for that reason. But
Which one?
It's Teen Titans Go.
What? You are a fool.
No.
You are a fool.
No. So yeah, the first one on my list goes to DC Superhero Girls.
Uh-huh.
The next one I have is Static Shock.
You know what, Chris? I need you to stop talking because every word out of your mouth just infuriates me to my core.
Yeah. Wow. And I'm putting it down there because I don't remember a ton of Static.
So you hate women and you hate minorities. I get it, Chris. I get it.
God.
Just as a person.
Oh my God. Enough of your talk.
I'm just saying, buddy.
I have Static down twice on my list.
Ugh. You're the worst.
Actually, ignore that. Static is actually further up on my list.
You damn well better be, you piece of shit.
Number 13, I finally put them in number order. Number 13, Justice League Action.
Okay.
Primary reason, haven't seen enough of it because it's on at weird times and my DVR just does not pick it up.
That's fair.
But what I've seen, it's 15-minute fight scenes, and it's totally fine.
Okay.
What do you have for your? How do you want to start your list off? Do you want to talk to get to number 13?
Finishing it, so you keep going.
Okay. Number 12, I have Teen Titans Go.
Mm-hmm.
I think Teen Titans Go is a lot of fun, but in very small doses. I think if you try to watch more than 3 episodes in a row, it's going to drive you insane.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch like one every day or so, I think it's a lot. I think it's very funny. It's a good send up of the DC universe, and it's some much needed levity. And it's for kids, and it's definitely not for me, so that's why it's kind of lower on the list.
Okay.
Number 11, I have Static Shock. I don't remember a whole ton of it, but I remember liking what I saw, and it's gotten really interesting in the later seasons. So there you go. Number 10, I had the Super Friends, which I really like. Super Friends. Those are the shows I grew up on. Challenge of the Super Friends being the best of the 3 or 4 Super Friend brands, because it had all the Justice League and all the villains facing each other. It's how we got to know most of them. So in that regard, it's pretty great. Number 9, I have Teen Titans original flavor.
Okay.
This is what we all feared Teen Titans Go would be, but it turned out to be a really kind of smart and fun show. And there's moments of genuine emotion, particularly in Raven's season, because every season kind of followed one character through. And Raven's season was probably the most heartbreaking of them all.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Number 8 is Justice League Original Flavor. The only thing that kind of hindered it is that it demanded 2-part episodes for every episode. and I don't think some of them were enough. Were kind of stretched a little thin for the 2 parts. The best episode is the one where they face the Royal Flush Gang with the Joker.
Yep.
By far. But that whole first season's kind of weak, I thought. Except for the Justice Society episode, which was pretty fun.
Come on, bro.
Oh, you want me to speed up?
Yeah.
Number 7, Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
I really liked Batman Beyond a lot. A lot of its episodes are very forgettable, and its best moments were when it kind of leaned back into the old Batman, the animated series mythos. Like the Mr. Freeze one and the Bane one and the Ra's al Ghul one. But it didn't really kind of have the staying power that a lot of other episodes had. Although a lot of other shows had. Number 6 is Superman, the animated series. By far, the best depiction of Superman we've gotten in anything.
He did get hit by lightning a lot.
He got hit by lightning every episode. But
lightning was always the most surefire way to kick his ass.
But the most important thing is this episode gave us the definitive dark side as well. Michael Ironside's dark side. And it was pretty great. And this is the Superman that we all should kind of look up to and aspire to be.
You know, it's weird. It's funny that before Marvel and Disney made a shared cinematic universe, DC's cartoons had it since the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, leading up, the fact that it started with Batman and then Superman and then Justice League, and then they somehow also tied in Batman Beyond and Static Shock. Oh, it was awesome.
I know.
It was done so well. And that they even tied in Zeta Project for that one cameo.
Yeah.
So we live in a weird world, man.
We do. Number 5 is Green Lantern, the animated series. This came out at the perfect time for us because it was when Green Lantern was at the height of its popularity book-wise. And it tied into everything we wanted for it. I have no complaints with it. I think it's pretty great. And it definitely deserves a rewatch at some point. Number 4, Justice League Unlimited. Culminating its first season, tying up all the storylines that started from Batman the animated series to the end. To the end of that first season is one of the great superhero epics. And there's a lot of individual episodes in there. And it also elevated the Question to a really prominent role that he didn't really have. Number 3 is Young Justice. We love Young Justice an awful lot. And it's basically, if you took that Justice League mentality and kind of upped it a little bit in terms of the modern era, where we were in comics at that time. And we've talked about Young Justice for forever, and you know, it's great.
It is.
Number 2, Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming, it was going to be high on the list. Batman Brave and the Bold is a love letter to the Silver Age and everything that is great about it. Batman the Brave and the Bold fixed Aquaman.
Outrageous.
It talked about the meta-ness of superhero cartoon shows with Batmite. It had the best Superman episode where Superman became king of Metropolis due to evil kryptonite. I could go on about
You're
how
forgetting
great
the most important part.
Huh?
You're forgetting the most important part.
What's that?
Will Friedle is Blue Beetle.
No, I didn't forget that. I just didn't mention it. No, but Batman Brave and the Bold is so great, and it's delightful, and we are fools because we poo-pooed it when it first debuted.
We did. We were wrong.
We were wrong, and then we devoured every episode over like a weekend. We were idiots.
Yep.
Number 1, Batman the Animated Series, still the king of animated superhero shows, in my opinion. It's definitely due for a rewatch. It saved superhero cartoons because, you know, at this point it was Batman and the X-Men, and I think Batman has more staying power and has held up better than the X-Men animated series.
Yep.
So that's my list.
All right. Well, I'll go fast. Not holding up the rear, I have Super Friends.
Yeah.
Because that kind of dumb shenanigery I never enjoyed, and I thought, I mean, to be fair, half of the reason of Aquaman's a joke is because of that show. So Super Friends can suck it.
All right.
Followed by the Batman, Beware the Batman, Zeta Project, and DC Superhero Girls, mostly because I never watched enough of them to really make a fair judgment.
Mhm.
Then DC Superhero Girls. Then Justice League Action, because I've only seen a couple episodes of that, and I can't place it any higher. And DC Superhero Girls, I've only ever seen that one movie we rented.
Yeah, it wasn't a good movie, so
It's not for us, but it's fine. I appreciate what it does.
yeah.
Then into the shows we have actually watched, I've got Legion of Superheroes at 12, Green Lantern, the animated series, at 11.
That's surprising. I figured you'd have it higher.
I mean, if it had gotten another season to grow, sure.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
No.
And plus, I wasn't a big fan of Bruce Timm's designs in CG.
No, that was kind of weird.
I did not like
the
CG aspect of it.
I think the story was kind of strong enough to surpass that, but I get what you're saying.
It was. But all these other shows ahead of it have great art and great story. So.
True.
Oh, then I have at top 10, at number 10, I have Superman, the animated series.
Okay.
Superman never really worked for me as much solo as he did in the teams. Number 9, I have Teen Titans Go, because that show is brilliant and amazing, and you say it's not for us, but that's like saying Adventure Time and Steven Universe isn't for us. It transcends age range. Show is superb in every
Do you agree that you shouldn't watch more than 3 episodes in a row?
Well, yeah, because it's a sometimes food. You know, Teen Titans Go is not a binge.
Sometimes food. That's great.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
the best way to describe it.
It is. I mean, I love it though. Like, and I love that it's Teen Titans Go has become the cartoon version of Law and Order, in the sense that it doesn't seem to matter what day or time. If I'm at my parents' house flipping through the TV, like Cartoon Network is airing an episode of Teen Titans Go, just like TBS or USA is always showing an episode of Law and Order somehow.
I'll go a step further. Every time I'm flipping through here, there's always like 7 episodes of Teen Titans Go ready to
Right.
go.
It's always like, here's a 6-hour block.
Enjoy.
I love Teen Titans Go. After
Fair.
that, I have Static Shock, regular Teen Titans. In chat, Kogasu said Teen Titan Go's episode where the voiceovers create all the sound effects was fantastic. I also am a big fan of all the meta episodes they do, like the episode where they all meet up with the Young Justice characters and comment on how people hate that Teen Titans Go is too silly. So they try.
I saw that episode and I laughed hysterically at it.
Or the episode where they take over for the Justice League and Darkseid is voiced by Weird Al Yankovic.
Can we talk about the saddest episode where Robin got superpowers and wiped out crime and they all died alone?
Yeah. Or I love the episode that's literally making fun of the bottle episode cliche, where they literally get stuck in a giant bottle.
Yeah.
And all the other characters but Robin just comment on how much they're saving on animation. Because they keep doing flashbacks to previous episodes and reusing footage. Like, that's the kind of shit I love, is when they just go way meta and break the fourth wall and do meta commentary. It's basically an entire series designed around that Batmite episode you love so much.
It's true. Sometimes food.
So anyway, Teen Titans Go, and then Static Shock, and then Teen Titans proper, and the animated series, because I just don't think it holds up as much. The same excitement that later shows have, the team ensembles. But in terms of actually, I'm a liar because I'm about to betray that. I was going to say Batman's the best solo show, but that's just not true, because at number 5, I have Batman Beyond. I love Terry McGinnis and Will Friedle as Terry McGinnis, and it also has one of the best movies in Return of the Joker. So
it's true.
After that, I have Batman Brave and the Bold at number 4.
Mhm.
Justice League proper at number 3.
Mhm.
Young Justice at number 2. And number 1, Justice League Unlimited.
Okay.
So that is my list.
That's a good list.
It is a solid list. Let's move over to the world of video games.
Woo!
Now, we were going to do another listing thing, but let's save that for next week with the Final Fantasy rankings.
Okay.
Because there's enough news, and then we have that discussion topic we brought up, and we'll go from there. So, Chris, you liked Persona 5, right?
I sure did.
Well, how would you like some more Persona spin-offs? Because Persona 5 is looking to be more profitable than 4 ever was.
That's surprising because everyone loves 4.
I
Everyone
disagree
loves
on spinoffs.
Everyone loves 5. So first off, the 3DS is getting in on that action with Persona Q2, which is the Persona-themed dungeon crawler game. And then, Chris, did you think the Vita was dead?
I sure did.
Well, sir, you would be wrong. Because coming to the PS4 and the Vita is not 1, but 2 Persona games.
What?
And they're
This is
both
a lot.
spin-offs of Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I
I
hope you like Persona Rhythm games, because
I
you're
don't.
doing Persona 3 Dancing Moon Knight and Persona 5 Dancing Star Knight. Basically,
No.
getting the Pokemon treatment for rhythm games now.
No.
Yeah, the
I don't
Vita.
want
it. Sounds awful.
The Vita means life, bitch.
No, it doesn't. Where's Marcus?
It's gonna be great. So we're
Bring me
getting
the head of
three-
Marcus.
Yeah, it's still
three
around.
Persona
That's-
spin-offs and a Persona anime.
I do want to see the anime. I'm kind of curious about that.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
What would you say is the top grossing game of the second quarter of 2017? The top grossing game of quarter 1 was Ghost Recon Wildlands. What game made the most money for the months of April, May, and June?
Persona 5.
You are wrong.
Really?
You are very wrong.
Is it Crash Bandicoot?
It is not.
Is it Zelda?
It is Injustice 2.
Oh.
Despite
I
being
am wrong.
released halfway through the quarter, it made more money than any other game released in those 3 months.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's a fighting game, a DC fighting
Look.
game.
The microtransactions are doing the Lord's work.
Are you sure it's
want
the right
that
word?
armor. People want that armor.
Gotta get that armor, bro.
I just can't believe that's
so-
a thing that's selling so well.
Give it time, Kugatsu. We might in fact get Persona 5 Arena, but you got Arc System Works can only do so much. They're making more Blaze Blue. They're making the Dragon Ball game. They're making the Blaze Blue Cross Tag game. They don't have time to make a Persona game as well. You got to
They've
give.
only got the 2 hands. They can only code so much.
They are a tiny Japanese company compared to others. So besides that, we had the release in Japan of Dragon Quest XI, and in one day it sold 2 million copies.
Japan loves Dragon Quest.
Now, you know what's very interesting
Well,
is you know how huge mobile handhelds are in Japan, right?
yeah, we got stomped in the World Tournament. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you should. So you would think that because the 3DS is a friggin' cultural phenomenon over there, that the 3DS version of Dragon Quest would have raffle stomped the PS4 version in sales.
Uh-huh.
Not so much.
Actually, very close. 3DS was like 1.2 and Persona or 1.1, and PS4 was 900,000, which no one saw coming. Because the dedicated home consoles have been pretty much a non-factor in Japan for a while, but the Switch and the PS4 are turning that around. So good for them.
Wow.
Finally, do you guys know about PlayerUnknown Battleground?
Yes, I've seen some streams of it. It looks fun.
The newest streaming darling game. It's basically Battle Royale.
No, no.
Well, it's only been out for like 5 months. All right. And not only has it passed 6 million in sales, but it is now officially the most played Steam game not made by Valve. It has surpassed Fallout 4.
Oh, that's interesting.
It has surpassed some other games. The only games it is behind is Counter-Strike, Dota, and man, what's the third one? Team Fortress.
It's weird because this is not the first kind of Hunger Games Battle Royale multiplayer game that's come out on Steam.
No, but it was something about it. There was something about it. Who knows what it is? Like, streamers loved it, so it popped up everywhere. But gamers loved it, and even though it's still in early access, like, nobody seems to know why this particular game, because it's been done before with like DayZ and stuff like that. But the fact that they turn it into quick games where they drop 100 people on an island and then the zone continuously closes until it forces people in close combat, and you have a winner. So unlike the other games like it, they're quick paced and there's nothing persistent about it. So you don't have to worry, like, if you suck one round, it's like, who cares? You only have to wait a little bit longer and you're back in a new round. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But this game is huge, and it's coming to Xbox this fall, and it'll be coming to PS4 later. But once it hit consoles, this game's going to explode.
I think so.
It's insane.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I find all the streams I've seen very entertaining for it, and it feels like it's just got it does have some weird kind of thing that kind of.
I'm so sorry. Now it's now number 3 on Steam's all-time top 10.
Yeah, there's just something about it that clicks with gamers, and it's really, really popular.
Yeah. It's huge. It has surpassed Grand Theft Auto 5 on Steam.
That's impressive because Grand Theft Auto 5 is still popular.
Man, I don't even know how to put it. Like, this game is unstoppable. It is up there with Grand Theft Auto and Minecraft, and just it keeps jumping up.
It's only been out since May.
It's only been 4 months. It's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's there's not much gaming news, so unless you guys have been playing anything of note that you'd like to talk about.
I did start playing Final Fantasy 12. But
so how is it?
Well, I think I had fast forwarded through some plot that I had remembered from the last time I played, and I fucked myself.
Of course, yeah.
Because I'm in a dungeon and my people are getting killed, and I'm out of revives and potions, and I have no mana, and my people are getting stomped. And the only way I can fix this is to go back to a day before save. So I said no, and I'll come back to it later. So I started playing Lost Odyssey instead.
Oh,
really? You went to play Lost Odyssey?
I did go back to play Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey is great.
Lost Odyssey is great, and I started playing it, and it feels so good. I forgot how much I liked all the characters in the story and everything.
Surprisingly, a really good game, and
yeah,
I would love to see something like that again.
I agree. I want more like it, but I don't think it's ever going to happen.
All right then.
But I know Tacoma comes out today, I believe.
Yep, that's the next one on my list. I'm almost done with Pyre, and then I've heard so much good stuff about Tacoma.
That's the next one on my list, and then Agents of Mayhem is in like 2 weeks. So,
Chris, completely unrelated. You need to get caught up on Boruto, son.
I will. This Saturday is Boruto Day.
Yeah, Pyre is I've already decided when my review of Pyre goes up, the headline will say Pyre is lit. This game is lit, and then fire emoji, because I am a garbage human.
How is Pyre though?
It's great, man. If you like Transistor or like Bastion, or
both of those I really enjoy.
Or if you like NBA Jam. It's the weirdest thing. The battle system is fantasy RPG NBA Jam. It's amazing.
That's so weird.
It is weird, but it's great. When you fucking
but it works.
Like leap from halfway across the screen with your harpy character and like flutter jump and then slam dunk the ball into their pyre. It's a damn good feeling. You feel real good.
Okay.
Pyre, bro. So yeah, between Pyre and Tacoma, August is insane with smaller titles, like non-$60 titles. The amount of games coming out this month is staggering.
Yeah. That's good. We're getting into the rhythm of the holidays.
We are indeed.
I hope so.
So that's all I got. Unless you guys need to jump in with something else.
Oh.
No, I don't have anything else.
Well, in that case,
really
next week when we talk about the Final Fantasy, the list of all Final Fantasies, and I mean all of them, spin-offs and everything, baby. We going big.
No,
Yeah.
We're not going big.
Like if you really wanted to see where Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles fell in the hierarchy, you tune in next week.
I don't think I played that
Is
game.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles better or worse than Final Fantasy Mystic Quest when compared to Final Fantasy Dissidia versus Final Fantasy Before Crisis versus
Oh my god.
Type 0?
Oh, this sounds awful.
Yeah, there's so many, baby. We going big.
This sounds awful.
And even though it doesn't matter, because at the end, the top three are Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy Tactics, and Final Fantasy IV.
That's not what I have written down.
With the next two being Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy, whatever I say, I don't know. 10 can suck all the dick. I don't even care. I'd put World of Final Fantasy above the rest of them. Game is delightful. But anyway,
okay.
We'll see you next week. I love you all, except Chris.
Be excellent to each other.
Okay,
yeah, be excellent.
Chris Hardwick.
What? That's from Bill and Ted.
Sure it is.
All right, loser.
Bye, guys.
Bye.